Today we are going to make some pepper jelly. They're like Greek potatoes. Hands down the best Greek potatoes I've ever had. So, you know.
Might be good with a jelly.
Hello everybody, welcome to the vlog. It's Friday. I have a headache.
There are 3 flies on the fly thing.
But I'm not gonna let that stop me from doing what I wanna do.
Yep.
So, I've got a lot of stuff to do today. First things first is Dolene. You can barely read that. Whoops. She's going to move into this jar. She's doing really good. So I'm just dumping her in right now. And then I'm gonna feed her. But I also am going to make some pepper jelly. And I have about 2.5 to 3 hours worth of work that I have to do. So at some point in time I need to get that done. We're going to Virginia tomorrow.
Wait, let me
so my husband said, don't stay up half the night. We're gonna leave at 5 o'clock in the morning.
So good.
Probably smells a little bit sour because she's hungry. Just a little bit.
It smells good.
Yeah. When they're hungry, they start to smell a little sour. So, we feed it
There's a
unbleached. There's so many gnats in the house.
I'll slap them.
Well, I think we gotta start charging them rent. They've been here.
Can I?
Let's see. How much should I do? I do want a cup. Oh, I spilled some. Careful, don't get it all over the edge. That's not. I don't know how much I'm adding. I gotta pour and mix. Anyway, guys, so we're gonna do that. We have to do school.
Can I start?
No, honey. For supper, I think I'm gonna. That's the whole reason I went downstairs. I ended up getting all the things I need to make my jelly. I got my canning jars up. I brought my canner up. And I went down there to get some jelly. So I'm gonna put some chicken in the crock pot for dinner tonight. I didn't know what. I have, I think 3 chicken. No, honey. I think I have 3 chicken breasts left. My husband's like, what's for supper tonight? I was like, some kind of chicken. I debated on like frying them up and doing chicken tenders or just, and I was like, you know what? I still have that Russian dressing. Let's just throw it in the crock pot. So it's 3 o'clock, so hopefully it'll be done in 3 hours. So we'll see. So that's that's my sourdough. I'm actually thinking about putting, let's see, a paper towel. And the reason is because gnats. There's so many gnats in this house. And I'm like, where do they come from? There, mama. But if I do this, it's harder for them. You see what I'm saying? Like if they get under this lid, there's a paper towel there, and I don't think they're gonna be able to get under the rubber band that's on there. So I'm just gonna do like that.
Mom,
What?
let me just do it.
She winked at you.
Yeah. I just upside down.
So, got the sourdough taken care of. I decided, so, I just edited a vlog. It's been probably a week since I posted a vlog. But, like I said, I was working, like all the orders were due to ship out at the same time. And I'm like, So, this is what we're gonna do today. We are going to make some pepper jelly with the peppers because I don't want the ladies' peppers to go to waste. We are going to make, I think, a peanut butter cake. I have a knot. My battery's light is flashing. Let me change that. Anyway, I have not ever made the peanut butter cake on this channel that I know of. I've made it probably 2 or 3 times on my other channel, but I don't think I've ever made it on this channel. And it's been a hot minute since we've had it. And so I was like, I was trying to think of something to bring to church. So we have we call it homecoming. It's like basically like if that's the church that you grew up in, you come home to it. And then we have fellowship and we eat after church. And so you bring a dish. So all these different people, everybody brings a dish and it's laid out like a buffet, and then you all go through the line and you eat whatever. And so I was gonna bring the vegetable casserole that was my mother-in-law's, right? And so I'm like, you know, that is something. So this is my thought process, is that a lot of these older dishes, like I can remember a time when you would go there and there would be like 2 or 3 or 4 even vegetable casseroles, and you found out which one was whose and you would try them, you know, and see. But now it seems like everybody's bringing like less of the old school like casserole dishes that you bring to a church function. Now it's like, oh, I'm gonna open up a can of green beans. They're gonna do what's easy. A can of corn. I'm gonna bring, you know, not everybody. I'm not picking, by no means picking on anybody. I think Julie's gonna bring mac and cheese, which hands down, she has the best mac and cheese. And her husband makes, they're like Greek potatoes. Hands down the best Greek potatoes I've ever had. So, you know, those are like their special dishes that they bring in. It's so good.
Julie, you should give me the recipe.
Well, you know what? She tried to give me the recipe, but I think it's more or less because she was like, I don't know, I just use this, that, and that. And so I'm like, you know, I think certain people have a way with certain, like they have, I don't know, they put their touch on it. It's their touch, and that's what makes it good. Yeah. So anyway, so I was like, what is something else that I can bring?
Tastes like, I don't know, like normal mac and cheese.
So I thought, well, I'll bring a peanut butter pie, peanut butter cake. It's not pie, peanut butter cake. And so I think I'm gonna do 2. I got those 2 square tins, and I think I'll do one for us and one to take. Because there's going to be a lot of food there, so I'm just bringing, and then I'm going to do a big vegetable casserole. So I have to make my vegetable casserole Sunday morning before church, so I got to get up early enough to make it at. But the peanut butter cake I'm going to make tonight, and so because we're going to be gone all day tomorrow, so it will be done. And then I'm going to do, I wanted to can my jelly. Like I said, I think I have like 3 hours, 2 or 3 hours worth of work to do. And so, and then I also want to switch my computer downstairs, and I also need to do school, and I want to catch up on editing vlogs. So there's just really not a whole lot of time left. I mean, really, there isn't any time left. I'm probably already overbooked. But the things I want to get done, I'm going to get done. Like canning this pepper jelly because I don't want the peppers to go to waste. making this peanut butter thing because I think it'll just go over good. And then we'll just start with those 2 tasks right now. It is 3:26, but I gotta get the chicken in the crock pot, so let's go do that first. Okay, guys. Chicken. Let's meet my chicken. I think I'm just going to. I'm just going to try to chop it the best I can without dirtying up. Let's see, we'll use Old Bay, why not? The dressing. Okay. Smells good. So I'm using nectarine jelly. Yeah, it smells like nectarines. We need a soup mix. You guys are in the way. Get out of the way. I'll open this up. There we go. I stocked up on the onion soup mix, guys. I buy these from Aldi, but they've been out for the longest time, so I stocked up on that. Okay, so you're gonna put your chicken. I sprayed it. I sprayed my pan with cooking oil, cooking spray. I just like to cut off any questionable pieces. I'm also going to slice these down the middle. Okay, hold on. I don't know what that is. Right here. It did not feel pleasant. Trim the fat, trim the fat. I think I have a headache because there's like a storm. I'm just going to slice that. Okay, what is this? String? Was my chicken tied together? Okay, we're just going to... It's because it's not real, Pam. Alrighty, now that we got all our chicken, we are going to season, well, first we're going to do a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. I'm just going to eyeball. I only got 3 breasts though, so I'll probably do a little bit less than a 1/2 cup. We're going to do some Old Bay seasoning. I'm going to do a packet of onion soup. Part is optional. I've got Russian dressing. Plug this in. 4 hours. Okay. You want enough to coat your chicken. And then I just like to scrape off the top. I don't know why. If it's a me thing. Or if it's just because I canned it and I want the top scraped off. But you're going to add, you're supposed to do Apricot Preserves. But I am doing nectarine that I canned myself. I think I might just add the whole jar. I just want to make sure there's enough. I'll try to leave the original recipe down below when I find it. But I remember it was like the whole pack of onion soup mix. It was like so much of this, the apricot. And some of y'all said that you have made it before when I posted that video. Like they, or make something similar. So. Just want to cover that chicken. And you let it cook until it's done, which is usually between 3 and 4 hours depending on how fast your crock pot cooks and, you know, if it's big breasts, if you've got big breasts, or if you've got little breasts. But that's it. That's it, guys. That's dinner, and I'll make some mashed potatoes to go with that. I think we have a few potatoes left. Yeah, we got potatoes. I bought a big 10-pound bag. Okay, guys, I'm going to make pepper jelly. So the first thing I'm going to do is wash my peppers. I think I'm going to leave. leave one in the fridge. Just get a towel.
Not in the way she walks, the way she talks, or the way she loves me. Just look at me, I'm like a monkey in a coconut tree. You know I'm overjoyed, 'cause boy, oh boy, she's my gal. She asks me when I say let's go out dancing. Your place or mine, don't waste my time with phone romancing. She's wild, she's funny, doesn't care about clothes or money. She just cares for me, she's all I need, she's my gal. not do for me. She never plays it coy, my bundle of joy. She's the one I've been dreaming of. I'm overjoyed, 'cause boy, she's my gal. My business, humming a song. I'm happy by myself, not a care in the world. This is a life, just me, myself, and I am watching the clouds up in the sky, all but laughing out loud. I'm telling you why I'm living the life, just me, myself, and I used to think that life was cold and lonely when you up and left me, sadness overwhelming. Oh me, I'm out and about, painting the town red, I'm coming around. There ain't no doubt about it, I'm no longer blue. So glad we are through, just me, myself, and I.
Okay, so for every 2 cups, so you do like 1, it depends on if you like your spicy or not. If you like it less spicy, don't add as much jalapenos. I just wing it all. I just throw it all in there and see how much. So I had about 8 cups of ground up peppers. And so for every 2 cups, you use 1.5 cups of vinegar. So if I had 8 cups, 2, 4, 6, 8, I would use 6 cups of vinegar. So I added 2 more cups of apple cider vinegar. Okay, now the thing calls for liquid, like there's so many different recipes, and the one that I followed called for liquid pectin. I don't use liquid, I use Sure Gel, and I've actually got liquid, but I only got like 1 liquid. Let me see if I find it. Jalapenos got me all kinds of. Have you seen my pectin? There it is. Yeah, so we are going to do, we'll see what we're going to do. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. It's supposed to be like 6 cups of sugar for 2 cups of 6 cups of sugar for 2 cups of but since I am actually, I probably needed 1 more of these anyway. We're gonna make it work. Get out of here, fly. Did he just come in the back door?
I don't know.
Because we were fly free. Or so I thought.
Can I play outside?
No, honey. I gotta finish this. Then I'm gonna have to can it. And then we gotta do school. I don't think I'll have enough time to make cake. I don't know. So I'm just bringing up the peppers and the vinegar up to a boil. It's gonna stink your house up. It's gonna smell like a pickle factory. But and then after it comes up to a boil, I'm gonna add my sugar. Then I'm gonna bring it back up to. Actually, I'm gonna add my pectin. Bring that up to a boil. Then I'll add my sugar. Okay, so I got a couple, these are what I call my sample jars over here. They're hot. This one is not going to be used. It has a, you know, I think I got gloves on. So. I think this will, yeah, it's setting up on the edges. We don't really like our this stuff to be very, we just want it to be, we like it a little spreadable, if that makes sense. Butter. Okay. There's no one of these guys here. Okay, I got my hot jars. He's hot. Don't touch these jars over here.
Okay.
They just came out. They're super hot.
Super hot.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I got all the lids washed in hot soapy water. Now I'm gonna wipe these rims. You wanna make sure that there's no jelly on them. So, and I just use a hot rag with water, just plain water. I don't use vinegar because it's not oil. You usually use vinegar if it's an oil, like you know, something oily, just to cut down that oil. A lot of people say it also kills bacteria, which again, I guess can be a good thing. But this is just the way and I'm not putting, and it's setting up, but like I said, we don't like our jelly, we don't like our pepper jelly to be like, it's going to be like like you'll be able to spread it on stuff. It won't be like a really thick gel.
I see it now.
And the first time I like made it, not the first time, but one of the times that I made it and it turned out that way, not on purpose, but we preferred it like that. So now I just don't add the required like amount of sugar. Like I used 10 cups, I think, and I probably should have used 12 cups, I want to say. Actually, maybe I should use 14 cups. I don't know. It'll be alright, guys. Promise. It'll still be edible. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's gonna set up. I can only, because these were the first ones I poured. They're still pretty hot though. And I think I already wiped these ones. Did you say you missed your dad?
I said I missed Winnie.
Oh, I thought you said, I miss my dad.
Miss Winnie.
Okay, I think they're all clean. These jars are clean. I see some on this one right over here though. Let's make sure it's all cleaned up. It's got sugar here. Just not good. His name is Joshua. And what did God tell Joshua to do so they could take the
Wall down.
Take the wall down? What did they do?
Walk around the world.
Walk around the castle how many times?
6.
6 times for how many days?
7.
1 time for 6 days. And then, what did they do? Blew their trumpet and shouted.
Let's go in the chair right there. No.
Okay. Turn to
No.
do that one.
No. We're almost done with this page.
Are we?
We got 1. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And counting the ones on the same side. We got 6 more, right?
jar of it.
Journey, you want mashed potatoes and veggies? Do you want chicken?
No, I'll just pick out.
Huh?
I'll just pick out.
It's over here, honey. Do you want to try the chicken?
Oh my god. Yeah.
What?
Let's try the chicken.
You want to try it?
Might be good with a jelly gel on
This is your plate. I'm filming you, so what's your...
it. What, baby?
I said I'm filming you. What's your word?
I didn't even know you were filming me.
What's your opinion?
It's good.
I made it a couple times before.
Good at what?
I made it a couple times before, but not with nectarine jelly.
I remember you saying like Russian dressing before. I remember that,
That ruined my whole dinner.
but I honestly cannot tell you what it tasted like.
Hi guys. So I'm going to. This is gonna start up. I'm going to work. It is 8:32. I should have this done in 2 hours. Within 2 hours. And then I'm sorting out fabric. It's a mess out there. But I got some piles going and I'm like just a few minutes from being done sorting. Like I just have a little bit left to go in my pile that I'm sorting out. But it's like I have a headache and I got stiff. There's only so long you can sit on the floor and it's like, nope. So I'm like, I'll come back to this. Anyway, I got, sorry that's noisy. Got shirts from Angela. I don't even remember what I ordered. But I told my husband, I was like, when I ordered shirts, I was like, it was, my total was $66.60. I said, so I added another shirt because I didn't like that total. He said I would have done the same thing. So anyway, let me just sort out these shirts. My head is killing me. I don't know if it's because is there a storm or something? You guys, I don't know. Don't ask me. But I popped into, sorry, another QT in a second. I popped in, I'll put these away in a second. I popped into Danny's live this afternoon and I saw somebody saying something about the storm. I'm like, ready for a long nap. I'm just tired. And I bit off more than I can chew today, and I normally do that. So the jelly is done. It is, the consistency is, we like ours to be like a, kind of like a relish, like a spreadable, like you can spread it on stuff. Not like a like, you know, a jelly. Not like a thick jelly, but more kind of like a little bit thinner. I don't know if it's too thin or not. The one I had in the fridge, a little bit in the fridge, and it's set up pretty good, but it's been in there, you know, ever since, and it's not like the consistency I'd like. And I already canned it all, so there's like there's two. I'm not gonna waste those lids. It's just gonna have to sit, and sometimes the longer that it sits there, it will congel more. And so, I mean, after, you know, a couple months, who knows what the consistency will be. It might be what we like. It is, however, spicy. It's spicier. Okay, so normally I buy my jalapenos from Aldi's. So of course they, you know, I'm sure they're still spicy, but these ones were homegrown from somebody. And then I think there was some poblano peppers. And are those hot? I don't even know. I don't know. They smell hot. I'm sure they are. A mild chili pepper. Oh, maybe not. Anyway, I put a couple of those in there. Mildly. It says mildly hot. Falling in the 1000 to the 150. I have no idea. So, they're mildly hot. But it's not like over, like, it's not like, oh my gosh, this is so hot. It's just like, ooh, that has a little kick to it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not bad. It's not bad by no means. I'm like, that would go great with some jalapeno poppers. Anyway, so I have a few shirts I gotta get done. I gotta put these away. I'm still in the... So after these ones get done, the next orders that are due to ship out are Tuesday. So I'm good for, you know, tomorrow off and Sunday off, and I will work Monday. So okay, what's up with the hairdo? What are you doing now? So I decided I'm gonna go ahead and do my devotional right now. I'm crashing, you guys. I'm crashing. I finished one shirt and I'm gonna make another one. These ones are 45-minute stitch outs, so I figured after the second one I might be pooped, but then after that we just have the other one. So but also the other one I have to do, they don't need it until January, so if it goes out late on Monday, you know, actually they ordered on the weekend. It says I need to anyway, I'm gonna get this other one done. We're gonna power through at least one more. It's 10 o'clock, and if I don't get the other one done, so today's devotional is moments of crisis, and it's from Daniel 1:5. So think of a color, guys. Pick a color. Pick a color. You know you're thinking about it. You are thinking about it. I'm reading your mind. I'm feeling orange because it's Daniel, and you know, I don't know. I just feel like Daniel would be orange. Did you think orange, guys? Did you pick orange? Were you thinking orange? This is the only orange one there is. Okay, Daniel what? So if you don't know, I read this devotional every day. It's a journey. It's for women. But it has little stories, and you read them. And I have been highlighting the Bible verses in my Bible. Just, you know, it just helps me, like, to kind of, like, if I reflect back and see a highlighted verse, it will, you know, remind me of the story that I read that went along with it. And eventually, if all verses are highlighted in this entire Bible, I would have read the whole Bible. Okay, Daniel 1 what? 1:8. And also, if I read it from my Bible, we need the strong specs, guys. I have to have it for reading this. Whoa. I feel like, anybody know who Steve Terryberry is? Okay. Daniel 1:8. Daniel was traveling tonight on a plane. I can see the red tail lights heading for Spain. Oh, and we don't want to get copyrighted. Can you get copyrighted for singing songs? Because you're just singing them. It's not like you're like playing music to them. You seriously don't know. It's not like I'm a good singer, so they're probably gonna even make out what song I'm singing, right? Okay, Daniel 1:8. But Daniel resolved, is that? Yep. But Daniel resolved not to defile himself with the royal food and wine, and he asked the chief official for permission to not to defile himself this way. I just like coloring with these things. They are so... They're like crayons, basically. And they're gel. And... Anyway. I just really like them. I got them off Amazon. If I think of it, I'll try to leave a link down below if anybody is interested. But knowing me, I'll probably forget. So if I did forget, send me a comment down below and say, hey Pam, you forgot to put that link. And I'll be like, oh yeah, the link. And in moments of crisis, Daniel determined that he would not defile himself with the king's food. So he asked permission from the chief eunuch not to defile himself. The book of Daniel is one of my favorite books of the Old Testament. This man of faith, from his teenage years to his elderly ending, demonstrated consistent faithfulness and integrity. One aspect of Daniel's story I find so fascinating is that Daniel did magically choose integrity. There was no divine inspiration in his moment of crisis. When faced with the challenge of conviction versus compromise, Daniel determined what he would and would not do. He upheld his convictions. Hungry and exhausted from the long trek from Judah to Babylon, eating the meals offered to him from the king's table would have been tempting, but his determination to hold his conviction kept him from defilement. Compromise happens easily when we adjust our values according to circumstances, but Scripture calls for the people of God to set apart and cleanse from the impurities of the world. 2 Corinthians 7:1. But we must be a people who determine before a crisis comes how we will walk through the challenges. Sorry, my eyes itchy. Will we buckle under cultural pressures of society, or will we uphold biblical convictions based on God's timeless truth? Daniel's story reminds us that conviction trumps cultural circumstances. God's people are to be different, not weird or wonky. I beg to differ. I'm a little bit weird. No, God's people are to be different, not weird or wonky, but set apart from those who represent their God well. How is God asking you to be firm in your conviction? Father, strengthen me as you strengthen Daniel, and grant me a favor as I walk in your ways. So that was today. And I was going to say, you guys, I think we are almost halfway through the book. I mean, maybe not quite. Oh, this is, I see right here, the staples. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 days. We're just a week away from being to the center of the book, and we haven't missed a single day, and today is October 10th. And I started on September 1st. What an accomplishment. What an accomplishment. Even on the days I didn't vlog, I still did this because I look forward to this so much. This is like, I don't know. It's just like a good way to end my vlogs, I feel. It's just very something that's kind of, you know, it's really meaningful to me anyway, and hopefully to some of you, but maybe it's not your cup of tea, and if it isn't, then thank you so much for watching what you do watch. I do appreciate you so much. But I am fading. I am fading so. I was tired, and we got to get up early at like, he said he wants to leave at 5, you guys. That means I got to get up at like 4 and take a shower. Oh well, it'll be a fun trip. We've never been to Virginia together, so it'll be fun. It's not like we're going to spend the night or nothing. It is like a 4-hour drive. So we're gonna go, we're actually going to, it's near Sparta, North Carolina, and it's like, the guy that we are going to see is like 20 minutes from Virginia. So my husband said we might as well, we're that close to Virginia. He wants to go to, apparently he's never been to Virginia. I've been to Virginia, but yeah, so he wants to go to Virginia. I said Virginia's for lovers. Leave a comment down below if you're from Virginia. Leave a comment if you know where I'm talking about. If you know where Sparta is, and you know, it's not that. It's actually the guy, I don't remember where the guy's from. I don't know. He's buying a guitar. So that's what we're going for. He is buying. There's this guitar that he absolutely loves, and it is like, I don't know how many hundreds of dollars. And so he found it on Facebook Marketplace, and it is not the same color that he wanted, but it is like half the price of what it is brand new. So, and he loves his guitars, you guys. I can't tell you how many guitars he has. Too many. But I'm not one to complain, because look at all my thread I have. Look at all the fabric I have. Look at all the machines. You know, it's, you know, if it makes him happy, it makes him happy, and by all means. And I like to go on a little trip, and so that's what we're going to do. I'm actually watching this person called Sterling Style. Have you ever heard of them? If you haven't, you should go check them out, even though their channel's not monetized anymore and they don't get paid for it. But I was watching, it popped up like recommended, and it was Sterling Style, and it was Day in a Life with a New Puppy, Cola Pork Chops, and so I just watched that. And Journey was so little, you guys. So if you don't know, that's my other channel, and I vlogged over there for years and years and years. And I kind of got shadow banned. It got to the point, you guys, because I would like make, ouch, I would make like at least $100 a month on that channel. Nothing big, nothing great, you know. I mean, it's great, but nothing extravagant. And so I felt like I got kind of like shadow banned, and so it got less and less, and then I was like making like $50 a month, and it would take me 2 months, and it's like, I don't even know. So I'm like, you know what, let's just pop over and make a new channel. This channel was already existing, so I just changed the name and started uploading here. So anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. I will see you I'll see you guitar tomorrow. No, that's not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say I will see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget that Jesus loves you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Good night. See you tomorrow. Jesus loves you.